Please crunch. Please crunch. Don't rock slide. I don't know if Galvantula is dead. It's not. We should be faster. No, rip Galvantula. I'm sorry, man.
What you just watched is the exact moment I would start the snowball effect of my best run, turning it into a top tier run into something that would die at the final fight of the run. In Pokemon Black and White 2, it is no secret that these are some of the hardest games out there in the series of Pokemon. You have these titans of terror like Clay's Excadrill, Drayden's Haxorus, and Ghetsis' Hydreigon that will threaten any team you bring to these fights. So that begs the question, can you beat Pokemon Black and White 2 with only electric type Pokemon? For that, let's rewind the clock back to July 30th and the start of my new Pokemon Nuzlocke in Pokemon Black 2. As usual, the run starts in Aspertia City in western Unova, where I meet Bianca on the Outlook north of the city. And it's here where I should probably tell you some changes that I made to the run. Instead of having Oshawott as the starter, I instead have replaced it with Elekid. Now some of you may be asking why, and it's for a couple of reasons. For one, the rival will have a grass-type starter in Superior, and this makes the run a bit more of a challenge since Superior can hit pretty hard with moves like Coil and Leaf Blade. Secondly, Elekid and Magnemite share the same location in White 2, which will be important later, and I would like to maximize my encounters as well, so that I'm not losing out on Pokemon that would have otherwise been really helpful to me in certain fights. And it also just is a break from the arbitrary rule system that most people would follow in Pokemon Nuzlocks. But with all these points out of the way, let's start with the run.
Alright, so I did intentionally make Elekid the Oshawott in this run. This is so our rival will have Snivy, that way it's the hardest, theoretically, because, you know, electric is not good against grass, so we'll choose Elekid. Has Lonely is kinda horrific, because I would like, it's, well, you know, it's fine. It's okay. I think this thing gets like low sweep though, so I guess it's fine. Okay. There we go. Level 5. I mean, we got rare candy, so it doesn't matter the level, but we got ourselves our second teammate. 2, 3. Nice. I'm very incentivized to lead Elekid. Like, we don't have many resources at this point, so I'm very tempted to lead. I'm probably going to lead Elekid, use Low Kick, and deal a lot of damage to Patrat. And then from there, it's kind of like spam Thunder Shock or Low Kick until we win. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Let's start off with a low kick. Really good damage. Huge, we got static. So Churn is most likely going to go for a potion here. We'll low kick again. Or not. Why? That's... whatever. Not a lot of damage. There's our Oran. I gotta switch. No static proc is really bad. Yeah, we gotta switch. I don't want to risk Elekid. Nice. Okay, Charon's not going for potions for some reason. High roll. No! This is incredibly close. Wait. Growl instead of doing damage. We'll be able to take more. This might incentivize him to go for a workup. No, not quite. Nice. Okay. Really good. I should probably put this. Forgot to put this. Nice. So, very, very nice.
Next up on our gym leader campaign is Roxy and her poison types. However, there is one Pokemon that can effectively solo her entire team and even the next gym leaders. To acquire the Magnemite is that Pokemon. And thanks to the pre-Steel type nerf from X and Y, Magnemite effectively resists about more than half of the type chart, with only being weak to 3 types, those being Fire, Fighting, and Ground. And thanks to its Steel typing, he effectively sweeps Roxy and her poison types with a combination of Thunder Shock and Sonic Booms, while being immune to Venoshock to earn us a quick and easy second badge. Also, something I should mention is that every Magnemite I would catch in this run would never have Sturdy, it would always have Magnet Pull, which would create a pretty funny moment later in the video.
Gym battle number 2. This should be super cool though, because we have Steel type on our team. Okay, just kill it. Really good. That fight is really good. So this thing is obviously faster, I think. So well, I would say to stop it from getting out of hand. It's doubly protect. It can't do anything. I think it's like protect, Venoshock, pursuit, maybe a little bit. That's still quite a bit. It's just prolonging its own demise. Oh, it's supersonic. That way we can maybe not use Magic Bomb. It does about the same. I think what I was trying to do is have it confused. Wait, I don't want to put it into potion range. Well, it might if it hits itself. Okay. That doesn't look like it. Wait, hit yourself. Okay. So we need it to hit itself. Probably okay. Easy. Super easy. I guess like that was a really high roll.
After going through the incredibly boring Pokestar Studios and crawling through the sewers with our rival, we make our way to the secret garden spot in Castelia City. and it's here where we can encounter an Eevee. At only around 5%, it's incredibly hard to come across unless you repel Manip with a level 19 Pokemon in the dark green grass, but I eventually do find one. And Jolteon as a Pokemon is very solid for Lisa since it has the Volt Absorb ability, which kind of acts like Water Absorb, where any electric type move that comes in towards its way will be nullified and restored as HP. But that's not the only thing Jolteon has going for it. It actually has a really solid move pool with moves like Thunderbolt, Discharge, Shadow Ball, Hyper Voice, and Signal Beam, which can be incredibly good coverage for the whole team to handle Psychic, Ghost, Ground types, kind of with Signal Beam, Grass types, any of those types. And we can also give the choice specs from the Battle Subway to combine it with this very high speed stat to just completely wreck any type that is not resistant to electric type attacks. But with all that out of the way, let's go see how Berg went.
Okay. So we know that Electro Balls aren't great because Livani or a Swadloon is going to keep going for String Shot, and Swadloon also is not so our best bet is to go for Returns, which thanks to our held Silk Scarf will do quite a bit of damage. It's a free shot. Our quick attacks are also boosted by the Silk Scarf as well, so that might be healing them. We'll still go for a quick attack. I think quick attack would have just barely failed. I'd also like to point out that we're -6 right now, and we're still, or we were -4 and we were still faster. Okay, so Swadloon's now faster. That's a lot of damage, like a third of our health. We have no defense drops as well. We gotta level up. That's huge. Okay, I want to see if we can waste for. I want to see if we can waste a potion here. Wait, I shouldn't have gone for Electro Ball. We're slower. Electro Ball is gonna do like nothing. Well, it did something. So. I think we should switch. Yeah, let's switch. Whatever damage is done here will be recovered by weapons. So we want to let's do Magnapod. It's faster. So the goal here is we don't want to kill level, we just want to waste... okay, so it's still gonna... Burger is gonna save the enemy. That crit is really unfortunate. So, at this point, we can go for... Thunder Wave? I think that's... yeah, let's do Thunder Wave. Wait, no, I misclicked. Okay, no. Okay, Thunder Wave. Please don't crit. That'll be really, really bad. I think it did crit. Okay, so we're gonna basically chip this down the way we know how, and the way I intentionally crafted this moveset. Parafusion time. Hit yourself. Every time it does that, we gain 3 HP. Which is really good. Hit yourself. That's also fine. Okay, we're slowly coming back. Citrus. Okay. That's still fine. So let's Thunder Shock it. Leave-In is most likely going to snap out here. Yes. I do not want Bird to fail. I think it's a range to... It's a range to kill. Yeah. Bird's gonna heal. We could take advantage of this, actually. You know what? Well, there's like nothing really bad with switching because he has another hyper left. So we could go Tesla, but again, like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's just go for the Supersonic. Wait, he didn't heal. Does he only have one potion? Like, okay. Wait, I could have just won the battle right then and there. Because now he will probably heal. No, he doesn't. Okay. Nice. Okay. He didn't heal for some reason. Easy. That's 3 badges.
As a reward for crushing Berg and his bug types, all of my Pokemon then evolve. So Magnemite evolves into Magneton, Elekid evolves into Electabuzz, Flaffy evolves into Ampharos, and Eevee evolves into Jolteon with the help of a Thunderstone besides the Nimbasa City Pokemon Center. And finally, I catch an Emolga from a shaking spot on Route 16 just east of Nimbasa City. And speaking of the city, it is here where you can find the Battle Subway. It is a form of battle tower where you can battle trainers scaling up in difficulty, and as you win, you can earn battle points to purchase TMs like U-Turn and Brick Break, as well as extremely powerful items like the Choice Set, Life Orb, and Focus Ashes. So I decided to make a compromise in the run. I would allow myself to purchase all TMs in the subway and a select amount of items like the Air Balloon. In exchange, however, I would bar myself from purchasing the Choice Set, Life Orb, and Focus Sash until I had all 8 badges. I felt this would be fair, since having Choice Specs Jolteon at this point in the game would be really broken, and having my Pokemon mow through 90% of the fights would take the fun out of the run. But next up is Elisa in Nimbasa City, and her team can be quite a problem since Thunder Wave still paralyzes electric types, and they aren't immune until Generation 6. So let's see how Past Me did with this fight.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay. Very simple. We're going to set up Light Stream. This will allow us to take special moves a lot easier. It's going for Pursuit. Don't take that. Let's return. A lot. So okay. This is where we'll probably start spamming Electro Ball. Flappy's so much slower that I think it should be fine. Yeah, that damage output is okay. We're now gonna, okay, we gotta probably go for Thunder Punch now, or actually, let's go for Return, because that's a lot better than going for Lisa's gonna heal. I'm gonna go for another turn. I don't see another point in using light screen. Yeah, there's math roughly. It's a takedown. That's a lot of damage. I should have taught Flappy String or my Amphite String because that would have made it sense. Dude, stop getting fully parried. I think we'll live a crit, but like. Thank you. Oh shit, I should have switched. Okay, we can go for pursuit. It's going for flame charge though, so what are you gonna do? 75, I think it goes 4. Does it 30 damage? That would kill. Let's go Tesla. And we're right in cheese, right? That's fine, we get a free switch. It's fine. It doesn't do that much. Gotta start doing takedowns. Hit yourself. It's a lot. Citrus. Yeah, I should have given Ampharos leftovers actually. Go for confuse, right? So we need self-hit into self-hit with the takedown. Hit yourself. Not quite. Okay, we gotta go prison. No, don't do that. Wait. Wait. Acro. We win! Oh my god, that was so much more tenser than it needed to be. But we did it. Okay. I have a plan. Alright, so let's go over the plan one more time. We're gonna lead Emolga. And Emolga knows the move Signal Beam, which is a special bug move that, when boosted by Expert Belt, will give it a 20% boost on top of the double damage, I think. That's how super effective moves work. We're hoping that Krokorok goes for Crunch. Torment would be really bad. Otherwise, we'd have to go Acrobatics, which might not kill because of Intimidate. This would basically kind of leave us exposed, but I think Emolga should be fine. I mean, if it's only one. From there, it's the Excadrill should come out because it sees Rock Slide as the highest damage move. We'll switch to Magnezone to tank either the Rock Slide or the Slash. We will then switch to Ampharos, which is holding an air balloon, which makes it immune to ground type move. We will Fire Punch the Excadrill. From there, we can probably pivot back to Emolga on an Bulldoze, and then go to Jolteon on either a Rock Slide or a Slash. Barring it, we need to make sure that Excadrill does not go for Home Claws. If it does, that makes it a bit weirder, and we'll probably have to sack Emolga as a result, which sucks. But we also get Electros later in the game, which, again, like, also has Levitate, so I think it's a pretty solid plan all around. Okay. Gym Leader Clay, the ground guy. So, Intimidate is expected. We're leading a Emolga. It has an Expert Belt. We're gonna signal this. That's expected. We're also gonna burn a potion here. That's really good that we're burning a potion here. Also crazy that, holy quit. Okay, that's the Excadrill down. Or Rock. Here's Excadrill with Rock Slide. We go to Shockwire. Wait, no! It has Magnet Pull! It has Magnet Pull. It has Magnet Pull. Can I switch? Is that... Wait, okay, I can't. Oh my god, I almost just scared myself. That's not how Magnet Pull works. If the opponent has Magnet Pull, it's fine. Okay, that's fine. Fire Punch. Do not flinch. Please do not do the do not flinch. Do not flinch. Yes! Okay. I didn't do anything. Okay. We pivot through Emolga. Should we get damage off? Probably not. Okay. It's Rock Sliding. Get a Discharger. Excadrill has pretty bad defense, right? It's 60. We gotta go for the dig. I don't think Bulldoze. Yeah. Kill. If not, Jolteon's dead. See you, Jolteon. I'm sorry. Rip Jolteon. Alright. Wow, this is actually horrendous. Let's go over our options. You're slower. You're not. You're not. You are. We need you alive. I think we go... We need... A super effective move. Why didn't I teach Electabuzz Fire Punch? That probably just cost me the run. Okay, yes, we have to go Ice Punch. Freeze, crit, something. Electabuzz is dead. Not quite. That's 2 deaths. Get prioritized the kill. I'm panicking, man. No! Yes! No! Okay, that's 3 deaths. Yeah, I think we lost. Never mind, you have to go itself. Yeah, I think we lost at this point. Because Sandslash is just gonna... I don't see a way we win. Why? Oh! It Bulldoze is a speed control move. Why? Oh. Really? Why? Jesus, man.
That's right, I lost about 2/3 of my team. And that's not really great, since a lot of these Pokemon would be very, very useful to have in the future, like, you know, maybe Jolteon or Electabuzz somehow. But surely this won't, you know, snowball into something bad, right?
Well, it does no discharge. Okay, so... Oh... Well, we do have another chance of catching it, but I don't know if I could have bought Ultra Balls at this point. Those for sure. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Jolta, no.
So it's on to attempt 2. Now, the first 4 badges went about the same, but now it was time for Clay, and I had a bit of a different strategy cooked up just for his gym. So let's see how that went. Oh, and one noticeable difference about the game is that I am now playing Pokemon White 2. This is because you can now encounter or get the Electrolyzer from Joint Avenue. Now, I'm not going to go into it since I have 0 experience using Joint Avenue, and I doubt any of you remember how to use it. I've never used it since I've never owned a copy of Pokemon Black 2 or White 2, but that's just the difference. And if you see an Electivire, just pretend I got the Electrolyzer from Joint Avenue.
Okay, here's that Croc. Now, this Croc is different from Black and White since that Croc had Moxie. This one has Intimidate. We're going to Signal Beam. Oh, we just barely missed out. Wait, we can't do that. We don't want a U-turn. What's acro? Then signal. And then U-turn. Right now, Rock Slide is coming our way, so we go Atomic. It's fine. Again with the crits, man. Next. Okay, do I want to go Amphi? Chat, I think I do. Let's go Amphi. Amphi's holding an air balloon. We're gonna brick break it. Okay. That's fine. Fuck. I didn't think about that. It's fine. It's okay. We can run it back. Let's go Prism. Why? Okay, whatever. A para there would have been huge, actually, but it's fine. Let's U-turn for some chip. It's good we got that citrus berry out of the way, though. Okay, so this is most likely a rock slide. Let's go Atomic. Perfect. And now we go Haywire. Huge. And then we dig. This should kill. I EV trained Haywire a bit. Please. Don't screw with me, please. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, wait, our air balloon's intact. Our air balloon's intact. Ice punch that guy. We did it! That's fine. It's fine. Holy crit. Deathless Clay! Holy crap! What? What? Whoa, that strategy is genius! Oh my god, Deathless Clay. Oh my god. That strategy is so good.
So, after sweeping Skyla and getting ourselves the 6th gym badge and catching Zebstrika on Route 7, I would then find myself in Reversal Mountain. Now, Reversal Mountain in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 is a new location compared to the previous games. Here, the environment changes depending on the game, and the route you get to the other side would also change. But the one thing that stays consistent in both versions of the game are the trainers and their difficulty. In Pokemon White 2 in particular, there's a double battle with two ace trainers that have a Vibrava, a Grumpig, a Camerupt, and a Drifblim. Now, this fight can be very difficult, which you'll see later on in the video, but there are a lot of trainers in here with some very scary Pokemon, especially in Black 2, where this ace trainer double battle does exist. However, before it, there's actually a double battle with a backpacker and a hiker with a Excadrill and a Darmanitan, which is crazy scary for that point in the game. Like, you'd probably lose an electric type if you do not pin down the correct side of the battlefield. But luckily, we do make it out alive and in one piece. This From here we go to Undella Town, and it's here where we can gain access to our last encounter, a Dynamo from the Seaside Cave. Now, this is not a really well-known encounter, especially for a challenge like this, where most people wouldn't even know this is a place where you can encounter Dynamo, but it is. At only around, I'd say, 5% or something like that, you can encounter Dynamo. And with the help of a Thunderstone, you can get in Chargestone Cave. You can get an Electros right before Gym 7, which is Drayden, which is its own problem. However, Electros does have a lot of really nice perks to it. For one, it has the Levitate ability, basically turning it into an electric type Spiritomb with no weaknesses at all, unless it gets hit with Smackdown, but that's pretty few and far between. It also has a crazy good moveset with access to grass type moves, flying type moves, dragon type moves, fire type moves, electric type moves. It's crazy. However, the downside is it's really slow. At only around a base 55 speed, it'll probably be our slowest Pokemon right beside Ampharos, which isn't ideal, but because it has so many perks to it, it is definitely a worthwhile trade-off. But I should address the 7th gym leader, Drayden. His dragon types are pretty scary, especially with Flygon. Flygon, of course, is a ground type, and it also knows the move Earth Power, which is very scary for a lot of our team. So let's just see how that goes. And the misplay, I guess you could call it, of me going through that gym fight. So enjoy that and the sheer panic that goes through my mind.
Okay, so this is for the 7th badge. Our plan is just sheer offense, really, because at this point in the game we have access to so many TMs that we should do okay. So we're gonna lead Haywire. We'll just Ice Punch it. We'll scope out to see how much damage this does. This Draudigon does not have Sheer Force. Okay. Flygon's level 46 as well. Hold on. What's Flygon's base speed? A 100. What's Electivire's? $95. Okay. Crap. So are we out? Like, okay, Flygon is faster by like a base 5. I should have given this an air balloon. It's whatever. Okay. So let's go Scourge. I don't want to risk it, like, you know, not outspeeding. So it's going for Earth Power. Let's go for Aqua Tail. It's our highest damage move. Okay, it's gonna spam Rock Slide, which we take really well. That's 27 damage. How much is that? Okay. Yeah, it's going for Crunch. Still. Okay. I have a bit of a risky plan. Galvantula. Galvantula's faster. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Alright, back to the pivot strat. Okay, so this is Earth powering, so we'll go Scourge. Scourge should take whatever comes its way. Don't crit though, please. Well, it's going to go for Earth power. Wait, no, why'd it go for Crunch? What? That makes 0 sense. Okay, so it's dead to whatever now. Wait, is this like that stupid AI thing where it activates Levitate and it always thinks Levitate is a thing? Okay. This might end horrifically. Please Crunch. Please Crunch, don't Rock Slide. I don't know if Galvantula is dead. It's not. We should be faster. No, rip Galvantula. I'm sorry, man. Alright, that's the first death. That's a really bad death, too. Because Galvantula could have gone crazy. Bug Electric is a huge, huge, huge typing. Alright, Pumpkin. It's Hyper Voice. Thank God. This has been an absolute disaster. Okay, so Magneton or Magnezone walls this guy's entire thing. I should have paralyzed him. Or I should have kept Thunderwave. Dude, that is such a really bad death on my part. Cause now we have to settle for Zebstrika or Emolga. I think we kill it after that special defense drop. Alright, he threw, but at the cost of our Galvantula. Man. Okay, so wait, does Galvantula have a minus speed nature? That could explain why. Why did it... Okay. That would explain why.
So I guess I should explain what just happened in that Drayden fight that made me lose my Galvantula. Basically, in Generation 5, and I think this is a thing in Generation 4, there's a quirk called Ability Storage. What happens is, whenever your Pokemon has an ability that pops up like Levitate, the AI will take that information and store it, like all AI does. But when it has that information, it doesn't just apply that ability to the Pokemon that has it. So let's say Electros, since it has Levitate and it popped up because of Flygon's Earth Power, the AI is not just going to apply that to Electros. It's instead going to apply that to all of my other Pokemon in the back, even if they're weak to Earth Power. So this would lead to my Galvantula being killed by 2 Rock Slides. Now, I should have kept this in mind that my Galvantula has a minus speed nature, and usually, in terms of base stats, Galvantula outspeeds Flygon by 8 base speed points. So I was pretty confident that we could outspeed and kill it with a signal beam. But unfortunately, that was not the case, and we lost Galvantula. Easily one of our best Pokemon, since its bug typing it can be really helpful against ground types, and it also has access to moves like Giga Drain and Energy Ball, which are essential to dealing with future ground types if they were to come up. But like I explained in the beginning of this episode, this would start a snowball effect, which is a term Nuzlockers use to describe their runs that would slowly start to degrade as it went on. And this would lead to some pretty disastrous plays, not because of Galvantula, but also kind of indirectly. But with all that out of the way and that brief explanation of what ability storage is and how this would potentially snowball my run, let's go see how Marlin went, the water type gym leader. When, like, surely that won't be really, really bad, right? Right?
Because I don't want to crit to kill Jolteon. Who would I switch to, though? Like, this is most likely a Scald, so 119, 109, 106, 13, 81. It has to be Haywire. He has the most special defense, but not by much. Don't burn, please. Crap. We gotta switch. I should have taught this thing Volt Switch, man. Okay, this is a terrible idea on my part, but it's our only idea. Volt Switch. Okay, so this is a Scald coming our way. Let's go to Atomic. Okay, that's good. I think we're fine from a crit. Let's say Charge Beam into Electro Ball. No, it's faster. Electro Ball's gonna do, like, nothing. Burn is really bad. That's really freaking bad. Dude, this Jellicent is like tearing me apart. We gotta go Scourge. And we got a Thunder Punch. Dude, why is this guy, like, so difficult? That burns too. Okay, so we can either Giga Drain or Volt Switch. But to who? Probably Volt Switch, since it might do more damage. Please don't crit. I kind of need this guy for some really cheesy strats. Thanks. No, wait. 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 I got it. We go here. We discharge. It was that easy. Okay. Nice. Sweet. Okay. That is our 8th badge. Now, I think in the day before yesterday, I did say if we get all 8 badges, we can then purchase choice items from the battle subway.
After this, we go through the whole Team Plasma storyline, which I'm not going to show you guys because it is quite boring. The Colress fight goes fine, the Getsus fight is fine for the most part. What I will show you guys, however, is the pain I went through on Victory Road. Do you remember when I said that Galvantula's death would sort of indirectly but also directly say that it would snowball my run and cause a bunch of problems to happen? Well, this is the place where it would start to happen.
Okay. Dude, stop. Stop it. Yikes. No! That's so bad! No! Oh. Okay, I see how it is. Oh, I do have to struggle because of stupid torment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, whose trainer is this? What trainer is this, I should say? This has like a Zweilous and Electros. So, random move, anyone? I'm kidding. Okay, we are in a lot of trouble if Pumpkin dies here, because it is, at this point, like, one of the better Pokemon. So it's Hyper Voice. Yeah, there's the Surf. Okay, Discharge. Don't do a lot. That's a crit. Frick. Oh no. Uh-oh. You see, if we had, like... Okay, my run is starting to snowball, I think. Starmie is so much faster than us. It has to be an empty angle. I'm sorry. You have to take 2 Sturfs and then kill this thing. Okay. 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 Please. Oh my god. This is ending horrifically for us. Kill it, if not para it, please. Jesus Christ. Okay. So this is Sock coming out for a Brick Break. This thing also has Sturdy. This is a Emulgate angle for sure. Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's really scary, and we now gotta pivot, I think, to discharging this thing. Wait, don't... Huge! Less huge! Oh god. Is this a Jolteon ankle? Who's more defensive? 81, so you're probably wait. 83, okay, you're kind of both in a bad position. 105, we can't... It has to be Jolteon. I think it has the power... Oh my god, this is devastating, man. If Electron didn't get crit by that Power Whip, we'd be in such a better position than this. Okay, I'm sorry, Jolteon. Please, for the love of God, kill this thing. Yes! Yeah. We have to, I think we have to sack Ampharos. I'm not sure, though. I'm sorry, Zingzap, but, like, in order to keep the run going... Oh, wait! It avoided, it avoided, it avoided, it avoided. Hold on. Discharge it. Wait! Wait, 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 wait! Wait, it's a range. It's a range. It's guts boosted now. This thing is gonna, like, nuke Ampharos. But we have to keep it in. I'm sorry. Holy. Hit the range. No! Live. You live! Oh! No way! Yes! Holy crap! Oh my god. Oh, thank god I'm recording this too. Holy. What? That was so intense. Okay. This is the last fight, Emolga, please. There's the last fight of Victory Road. I need you to pull through here. Come on. For me. For the team. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my god! What a fight! Holy! Okay, this plan is probably my favorite out of the four. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lead Emolga. Emolga is our fastest teammate by far because we EV trained it quite a bit in speed. What we're gonna do is we are going to taunt her Musharna. Now her Musharna only knows like these moves: Charge Beam, Yawn, Reflect, and Dream Eater. By taunting it, we now bait it into we fully bait it into using Charge Beam. By U-turning, which does a pretty good amount of damage, it is now forced to Charge Beam. So we will go into Thunder with the Lightning Rod ability. Lightning Rod will boost our special attack by 1 stage if, you know, Musharna ever feels like going for, you know, Charge Beam. Dude, stop going for... Okay, so that ruined the strategy, basically, but whatever. Okay, so... I was planning on sweeping your entire team. Let's scout. Let's see what you're going for. Okay, it's going for Psychics. Let's Volt Switch. So this is why Protect plus Volt Switch is really good. Because we get to do that damage, switch out into Atomic, for example. Now this is going for Focus Blast. So we'll get back. So we're gonna Protect. This will stall a Focus Blast. So that's 1 of 5. Next, we will Volt Switch. I think from here, because Electivire is holding... Huge miss. Okay, Electivire is holding a Choice Band, which boosts our physical attack by 50%, yet it locks us into a move. We're about to kill the rest of our team. Electivire is just that strong of a Pokemon that it can just rip the rest of our team to shreds. It's still dead. This goes in team order, by the way. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now, a case could have been made, like, you could have swept this with Choice Spec, Shadow Ball, Jolteon, all that. But that's a lot less fun. Now, that's really scary, actually. Okay, that's Psychic. Probably wouldn't have done a crap load. Okay. Let's protect. Okay, this is doing a lot. That's really scary. That's not scary, though. That was such a lucky crit. Okay, that's one down. That is one down. So, that was pretty... But the point is we're going to just run down Marshall's Pokemon. So Marshall leads with a Throw. His only moves are Storm Throw, Bulldoze, Rock Tomb, and Payback. Because of Emolga's high speed stat, Throw is always incentivized to go for Rock Tomb, allowing us to U-turn. It resists it, but it's fine. It's chip damage as well. This allows us to go into Atomic. Atomic is 100% faster than Throw, even after a -1 or an Avoid. From here, we're going to Volt Switch. This is because of Bulldoze. That did surprisingly little damage. Okay. And we'll go to Prism. From here, we can just Acro. I feel, this should kill. Yep. Conkeldurr. Hammer Arm, Bulk Up, Stone Edge, or Retaliate. Okay. We'll U-turn. Okay. So this is a Stone Edge being thrown our way. Let's go to Atomic. Now, unfortunately, Atomic does not have the Sturdy ability, so this is kind of unfortunate. However, we do have Leftovers, and we have a very defensive profile. So we're going to Protect. Okay, this ensures that it's going for Hammer Arm. From here, we're going to Volt Switch. But to who, I don't know. Well, it's probably going to have to be Emolga because it resists it. But Emolga can't play that game forever. Okay, so Hammer Arm is coming out. So this time we need to do a bit more inspecting. So I think off the bat, Jolteon is not in the picture here. You're 107. You're 129. You're just not relevant. And you're probably going to get smashed. Yeah, 85. So Ampharos is probably our best bet. I probably should have taught this Volt Switch as well. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, well, it's Hammer Arming. I think we gotta go Emolga, and then U-turn. I don't think Emolga is going to be useful for this fight anyways, probably as like a pivot, but if we were to kill Conkeldurr with Magnezone, it'd probably be Mienshao next, which we can protect to break its high jump kick, and then switch to something else. Probably like Haywire or something. So let's go Prism. I'm going Prism because of its flying typing, so it should resist. Okay. Okay, it took it pretty well. Nice miss with Thunderbolt. Okay, so Conkeldurr is at a point where it's slower than Amphi for sure. Yep. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, so this should be Mian Shao. Unfortunately, we got to kind of play a bit of a game. How much damage does a high jump kick do to Amphi? We can't go to Emolga or Magnezone because of, you know, one is like half HP, the other's weak to fighting, so. Amphi, it's all up to you, my friend. Why? Okay, well that's fine actually. That's fine. That's not fine. This breaks Sock's sturdy, which is nice. Okay. So, this is most likely going Brick Break. I think this is a really good opportunity for Haywire to come in, because he can clean up. Or, what is... it's 84. I think it has to be Haywire. Let's do it. That U-turn crit was disastrous on our it was so disastrous. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's think. If I Thunder Punch this, I have to switch out into someone. That someone might be Prism. So we need to start thinking about who's going to be on the champion side of things. I don't think Prism is, because Emolga is easily the weakest part of our team, but it's also the fastest. Right up there with Zipstrika. I genuinely do not know. What is your defense? 103. Okay. I think we gotta go for it. Let's Thunder Punch. Perfect. Okay, Mian Shao. Again, high jump kick, U-turn, bounce, retaliate. I think we might... Okay, I don't know if AI would calculate retaliate as being boosted. My voice is starting to go a bit, but we'll carry on. Okay, it was high jump kick. Yeah. See ya, Prism. Thank you. Okay, we gotta go Jolteon. It is easily our strongest Pokemon with a strong special attack stat. Thunderbolt. Nice. Okay. One death is a little unfortunate. But it was a noble sacrifice. Thank you, Emolga, so much for helping us. So this Liepard has Fake Out. We're gonna protect, just to block the Fake Out, because I know what it's gonna do. Yeah. We're then gonna just kill it. Excellent. Ten. It's out. It's out. It's out. It's out. It's out. It's gone. Okay, this thing only has Crunch, Dragon Claw, and Rock Tomb. It's going for Rock Tomb. Brick Break and Ice Punch are the same thing. Let's play for the freeze chance. That's fine. That's okay. That's completely fine. Electivire is so fast anyways, it does not matter. Never mind. Holy hell. Jesus Christ. Okay, that puts a bit of a wrinkle in our plans. It'll be Scrafty. Cool. Okay. That's a bit inconvenient. Alright, Zingzap. You're up. We gotta go Thunderbolts. Nice miss. Okay, we're fast. It's always gonna go for Thunderbolt. It's always gonna go for Rock Tombs. Missed again. Hit this range. Close. You know what, Amphi? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. For some reason, Grimm's only has one full restore for whatever reason. We waste on Crocodile. Okay. Let's focus. So this is Night Slash X or Metal Claw Aerial Ace. It's going for Night Slash. It sees it as the highest damage. I don't think we're dead to a crit, but he, being 4 times weak to fighting, is dead to the Brick Break. I don't think we're dead to crit. It might be close. Okay. No, we weren't dead to crit. Close. Really close. Okay. To block, because I think now we're dead to a crit, we're going to go to Atomic. This will block crits. This will block everything. Perfect. And Thunderbolt. That's 3 down. That is 3 Elite Four members down.
So this fight is the last fight of the Elite Four, and it is quite simply put the easiest fight. Now I'm gonna speed up the footage here because it's just really boring to have you all sit through it. But essentially, what we're doing is we're having Magnezone basically kind of stall slash make Chantal's Cofagrigus the most frustrated Pokemon out of this entire Elite Four. The idea behind it is that we're going to paralyze it with Thunder Wave, making it have a 1/2 or 1/3 chance to get fully paralyzed every turn, and then we're going to flash it 6 times to make it have the lowest accuracy possible. From here, we're going to switch to Jolteon, who's holding an Expert Belt, which boosts all super effective moves by 20%, and we use Workup either 4 to 6 times. I think it was 6 when I did this run, and it goes pretty easily. So just sort of enjoy the sped up footage of Jolteon and Magnezone kind of just demolishing Caitlin's team, and we'll just head straight into the champion fight.
Okay. So this strategy is really terrifying, but bear with me. Iris has a Hydrodon, and we have Haywire, the Electivire. It doesn't matter what we go for, but we're gonna play for the freeze chance with Ice Punch. We have a Choice Band, making this thing an absolute nuke. That's fine. Iris has 3 full restores. Easy. That's 1 gone. Oh, we should have gone Break Break, I just realized. Crap, okay. Yep, Aggron, okay. Alright, I have an idea. Amphi is holding the air balloon. We're going to use this to our advantage to reset the Aggron. We want Rock Slide out of this thing. Alright, Haywire, it's all up to you, buddy. Aggron is ridiculously slow. There's no way a +2 speed boost would help it. Has Rock Head. If Haywire dies here, we're in kind of a really rough position. Okay. Break it. Nope, it's still faster. Wow, that's really surprising. Okay. Alright, Jolteon. Choice Specs boosted, by the way. An absolute nuke. Yeah, rips that thing to shreds. Okay. Haxorus. With our air balloon intact, we are about to perform one of my favorite strategies in this entire game. Cheesing Iris's Haxorus. So, Iris's Haxorus knows Earthquake. It also has a Focus Sash. What we're gonna do is we're going to go to Zingzap. Zingzap is currently holding an air balloon. That's 1 Earthquake. Let's go to Atomic. Could always go for Earthquake here. That's 2. That's 3. This thing is fucking scary as shit, man. Oh my god. That's 4. At this point, I should have given Atomic the Rocky Helmet, but we'll figure it out. Alright, this will be 5. This will be 6. But we're so fine. Seven. We need to keep going for X Scissor. It always doesn't choose. I think it just did 8. Well, I've dragon this before, but I mean, you know what I mean. Should be 9. This will be the last one. Maybe not. Okay. Unfortunately, we have to sack Amphi. There's no way we can block this. Okay, it's already out, I guess. Yeah, there goes the air balloon. Alright, it should see Earthquake as highest damage. So we'll protect for 1. Fuck. Okay, it's probably out now. Unless it goes for a dragon, it's just super greedy. Yeah, it's out. It's out. It's been out as well. So much damage. Do it. Kill it! Murder it right now. That's really good damage. I think we can do it, I think we can do it, I think we can do it. Protect for recovery. Blocks that. That's huge. Okay, flash cannon. That's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. Fuck, did we lose? No, did we lose? No, we lost. There's no way we're getting through the Dredagon. Oh no! I had it too. I miscounted. That was my error. I miscounted it.
With that death, I did feel pretty down after that stream, but this isn't the end to that story. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to persevere through all of it and make my team proud and also make myself feel proud that I came up with these really cool strategies. So, without further ado, let's take it from the top and start attempt 3, the one true run. With all 8 badges in my possession and the ability to purchase the choice set, as well as the life orb and focus sashes from the battle subway, I was feeling pretty good of myself since this is the second time I made it this far. However, a very, very tragic twist would take place during the Getsus fight.
We resist fighting moves, so it's fine either way. Yep. That's a lot of damage. Please hit this thunder. Yes! Not quite. Rip Mjolnir. That's so unfortunate, man.
But the gods of RNG weren't done yet, as this would happen on the second ever attempt I made it to Victory Road.
Dude. Oh, this is gonna get bad. Crit. Live. Holy. No! 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 No, Kite! Okay, screw this. I'm PK hexing in Ampharos and Zebstrika. No!
But I was able to make it out of Victory Road as well as the last rival fight in one piece. And to just not really beat a dead horse or just repeat a bunch of footage, the Elite Four went about the same as in Attempt 2, so I'm not going to show that because, again, it's just repeat footage, basically. But I will show the winning fight of the champion fight of Attempt 3. So I'm going to throw it over to past me. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And if you have any other suggestions at all for how I can make my videos better, please leave a comment and all that. But I will see you in the next video. Enjoy the fight.
Alright. Alright, Haywire. Let's brick break it. Kill it. Choice band with like 190 attack. Pretty good. You get a heal out of it too, which is nice. This will go in team order, by the way, so it would be Aggron out next. Yep. And then it would be Haxorus. Excellent. See ya, Electivire. Thanks for playing. Okay. Okay, who do we go to now? Oh, I have an idea. We Volt Switch. That's a frick ton of damage. Alright. Do it for me, Electros. I know you can live that. I know it. Let's go! The Pokemon that ended my last attempt. is dead. Okay. This is Drudagon. We're not out of the woods yet. This is a sheer force Drudagon, I'd like to point out. Dude, Electros can't be stopped. He's an animal. He's an animal. Okay. Let's like focus up for a minute. What would be the safest play to? I think it has to be Scourge going down. It has to be. And then what? Like, we go Magnezone and kill it? We kind of have to. We don't really have we don't have a choice. See a Scourge. Unless crit? Nope. Not quite. Bop, bop, ba da 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 da. Okay. Sure? That's fine. Brick. Iris has 3 of them. She 3 full restore. She used 1 of them. I think we do chip with Thunder. Wild charge that boy. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Thunder's first debut battle, by the way. I just want to point that out. Lapras. With Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Sing. Don't matter. Okay. Okay. Hold. Wait, that's the life orb. That's the life orb. That's the life orb going. Wait a minute. Yes! Oh my god! That's it, right? Holy god! Oh my god! I am a Pokemon master, holy! Oh my god! That was insane! Dude, what? I'm like in utter shock right now. Dude, wait, I am so sorry, Zipstrika. I called you trash so many times in last attempt, and then you come out with this, with a wild charge with Life Orb. That's insane.